How you doing today? Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And if you're new to watching this show, I want to let you know we do a daily news show, a daily financial news show, 7 days a week. We've actually been doing this for more than 2 years. So yes, if you wanted to go back and see what the news is on your birthday, you can search my channel and see what we were talking about for the last 2 years. In addition to that, One Rental at a Time is a channel that is very different than most real estate channels on the YouTube. First and foremost, it's not just me, right? A lot of YouTube channels have a creator who may be good at one aspect of real estate investing, but what you will find on my channel is it is built on a series of experts. I now have 7 multimillionaires that we talk to Sunday through Friday, and we tackle 3 topics per session. So when you come to One Rental at a Time and you subscribe, like, comment, engage, realize that it's not only with me, but we will be engaging with others. For example, just today, we speak with Anna REI mom Kelly, who started off in Section 8 housing, built a portfolio one rental at a time, retired, and then has gone on to syndicate, do million-dollar beachfront property, Airbnbs, and a lot more. And then after that, we will speak with Matt, the mortgage guy. We will talk about what's going on in the mortgage market. We will talk from investors, owner-occupants, and yes, we will talk about the 50-year spreadsheet that I have built. So again, when you subscribe and watch One Rental at a Time, you are getting 7, 8 different expert opinions. You are getting consistency, and this is just another example of that. Before we get into the daily financial news, I need to congratulate 4 people. Real quick, Matt, congratulations for doing the work and getting a deal. Matt, you actually got 2. Congratulations for doing the work, getting a deal. Kevin, congratulations, and Hector, congratulations. So folks, if you don't know what these are, I'm trying to make a difference in the world. On this channel, One Rental at a Time, I set a goal of doing 500 deals. If you subscribe to YouTube, bought my book, part of my course, doesn't matter. If I'm helping you in some way and you close a deal, you need to DM me your address and you will get one of these cards. And by the way, folks, I'm counting on you. I didn't buy 500. I didn't buy 1,000. I bought 1,500 of these for you. So let's crush this goal. Let's have fun. Matt, Kevin, Hector, yours will go out shortly. So folks, as we talk about the daily financial news today, I need to call your attention to a video I did last night at 8 o'clock, I believe. And that is, housing is affordable today. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about in yesterday's video, first off, it's just math. But I wanted to show you how the median single-family home could rise substantially if we have lower rates, 40-year mortgage, and we have wage inflation. If you go ahead and watch that video, it's about 10 minutes long. We take a median home price, which is $370 grand, to over $1 million, and it is still affordable. Some of you have correctly pointed out that what will happen is while the payment is reasonable, at least on a percentage of income, the down payment will become a constraint. Absolutely, we're just doing math. I'm not calling for $1 million median home price. I'm just showing you what's possible. So when you think housing is unaffordable because it's never been this high, it doesn't take much for housing to go up further. So take a look at that video. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Next up, we got the most important metric of the day. That is CPI. And get ready for an interesting talk track. So first and foremost, it came in at 5.4%. That is the same reading as last month. You are likely going to hear people say, oh, core inflation, not as high as expected. Folks, don't trust it. Don't believe it. What is happening is core inflation doesn't include food or energy. So if you can live without food or gas in your tank, go ahead and look at core inflation. Core inflation is meaningless to consumers. You and I are spending more. Frankly, I'm going to probably do a live stream later in the day that I believe the middle class is under attack like never before, at least in my lifetime. Actually, I think what I'm doing, the more I research, the 1970s is kind of where we're at. What we are having without question is inflation being hotter and going to run longer than expected. We are having wage inflation like never before, which feels awesome, but will actually be negative for most people. And then, of course, we have a government who has already spent $38,000 per family, right? We have spent about $5 trillion. Now it looks like we are destined to spend 3.5 trillion more, which for the record is, what is that? An extra 38, where is it? No, 27,000 per family. So folks, it looks like the government in the span of about 2 years is going to spend $65,000 per family. Folks, I've been doing this a long time. That is going to be inflationary. That is going to have consequences. And for the record, it's not only inflation. Your taxes are going up. The government can spend, but they are going to have to raise taxes. You are going to hear them talk about the rich. There is not enough of them. Middle class tax increases are coming. Property tax increases are coming. It is going to be unfortunate. That said, there are things you can do to prepare. One thing that you might want to do is think about adding some real estate that is inflation protected with fixed rate debt. That is going to prove valuable going forward when you can have an interest rate below 4% for 30 years in an asset where rents are rising. All that extra rent falls, well, at least most of that extra rent falls to the bottom line. This is just, it is becoming obvious to me that the middle class is going to get squeezed from all sides in the next 2 to 4 years. So if you agree with me, it's time to spend a little less, save a little more, and invest in inflation-protected assets like single-family homes. I just don't know what else to tell you. I just don't know. Continuing with the daily financial news, we have mortgage applications up week on week. They were up 3% for mortgage refinance, and they were actually up 2% for owner occupants. Interestingly enough, FHA borrowers were up 3.3%. This goes back to my point that housing is slowing down. Remember, the last year or so, junk sold for retail. FHA was squeezed out because it takes so long to close. Now FHA is getting a chance because all the cash buyers or owner occupants have decided to take a vacation. So again, all things showing that the housing market is slowing down. Not crashing, just slowing down. It looks like the White House is calling on OPEC to boost oil. I saw an interesting stat today that oil is up $1 nationally. U.S. August average is $3 and basically 19 cents. That is $1 higher, which rough math says oil is up, or gas is up 50% in a year. Hello, inflation. Next up, we have a change in behavior. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know without question I focus on the consumer. Is the consumer excited or fearful? Well, we have the second airline, now Southwest. Last week was Frontier. Just to give them credit, Frontier was first on Thursday. Southwest today, saying the Delta virus is impacting bookings and increasing cancellations. Folks, we are seeing consumer behavior change right in front of us. Pay attention. Again, looks like the Senate is already licking their chops and so excited to spend another $3.5 trillion. It hurts me. But man, at least Joe Manchin is out there going, this is simply irresponsible. So there is hope. Although at this point, I'm planning for the worst case. Yes, more spending coming. We've already spent $5 trillion, folks, and now we want to spend 3.5 more. I did read a report, this was on Yahoo Finance, that looks like voters actually are starting to believe that Biden will raise taxes on the middle class. Folks, he's not going to have a choice. He's going to have to raise taxes. The math won't work. The budget reconciliation process that's coming through, it's coming. So plan for it, get ready for it, don't be surprised. Take control of your future. Some earnings came out that we should talk about, not as many as last week. Wendy's beat top and bottom. They actually highlighted in their earning announcement the return to indoor dining. Just like Southwest, we're going to have to watch this. Is indoor dining going to go away? We got a reading from a company called Pergo. I do not know what they do, so I looked it up. They are in consumer healthcare. They missed top and bottom. Looks like we had a very light cold and flu season. Apparently they sell stuff for that. That's actually 2 years in a row we've had a low cold and flu season. So that was hurt. Coinbase, we talked about over the weekend. Looks like they beat top and bottom. Trading volume is up 21%. So yes, people are still trading cryptocurrencies. Weight Watchers. Oh my goodness. Weight Watchers missed top and bottom. Looks like their stock was down 20% pre-open. That is that's an ass kicking right there. Ouch. And then Poshmark hit their earnings but gave a significantly lower guidance going forward. Then the last thing to talk about, folks, is there's a gentleman named Rich Bernstein. He used to run some money at, I think it was Citigroup. I think it was Morgan Stanley. Anyways, he is out saying this is the biggest bubble of his career. You got to remember that he is likely talking his book. We have seen billionaires talk their book before and try to scare us. Who was that guy that said Hilton was going to zero? I still think that was criminal what he did. He got on CNBC, told a sad story about his dad, talked about Hilton going to zero, and then he made $1 billion. That still irks me. I don't like how people can use the airways, incite fear, and then profit from it. I think that should be illegal. I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe it's called, I'm not sure what it would be called. But anyways, not cool. Not cool. So again, folks, remember, you get something different from one rental at a time. So do me a favor, give thumbs up, subscribe, be a part of the channel. Remember that this channel is for you. I bring you 7 multimillionaires every week. We talk about 3 different topics, plus you get this daily show. Then on Saturdays, I do a live stream at 8 a.m. Pacific just for you. See what kind of questions you have. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. We will hopefully be talking with Anna in a little bit and Matt the Mortgage Guy after that. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. All right. Take care. Bye.